All right. Actually, I don't really need to do this. I normally do this as the stream is connecting, but I don't need to today because we're just recording.
Yeah, but the vibes are good.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
All right. I've just had a distressing few minutes trying to go live, but failed. So here we are recording, and or I should just pretend that it was all done live and it was all just smooth, that nothing wrong happened, but it's not true. I'm a little bit frazzled, but I got my good buddy here and she's going to make everything all right, aren't you?
Yes, well, I reckon you should breathe.
Good idea.
Relax.
It's true, isn't it? You really feel it in here. It's like technology. Breathe. Good. So
and
this
accept what's happening.
Yeah.
Accept it.
Yeah.
Don't fight it.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is just like it's streaming. We're not going to edit it or do anything to it, so it's just like we're streaming live. So yes, this is my dear friend Sally, who I've known for a few years now. Hey, we've known each other for a few years. Hi Sally.
Hello.
How you going?
I'm good.
Yeah, good on you.
And we've known each other through various situations, haven't we?
Yeah.
It's been funny.
Yeah. Yeah, and finding different connections.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah, as you travel along. So it was originally through the cafe, I believe, and then, yes, of course, you guys and Caradwen and Judy and what's the other lady? Ingrid used to come in for cuppas every week. And yeah, we just more and more
taken over my friend Ibina's class. African dance classes.
Yes.
That's good. That's been interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's been a wonderful, another little connection is a funny little situation where an old mate of Sally's was running an African dance class, but it's a little bit contentious. I'll talk about that another time, just in case. But yes, that's been wonderful. So
it's been interesting, the different connections we've made over the years.
And
that's all I mentioned about it. Yeah.
And I think you knew Eugenie Knox.
Yes, I did.
That's right. So
which is another one. Yes.
Yes. So that was another point of connection we discovered. Was when I was growing up. My mum lived next door and shared, like, they looked after each other. This woman called Eugenie Knox, and she was a dancer. And she had two little girls that were the same age as me and my sister. That was Jasmine and Christabel. And Janie was a dancer. Eugenie was a dancer. Probably still is.
I hired her studio in Melbourne.
In Collingwood.
Collingwood.
Yes,
that's true.
Smith Street. Yeah, right. Yeah. So
that's how I met her. Yeah.
So that sort of can flow a bit into talk a bit about your career and your background, what you did in your younger years, what sort of work you did. You're a dancer, huh?
Originally, yes, from the age of 4 actually.
Yeah, right.
Classical.
Right,
yeah.
So that was your mum's idea, sent you off to ballet classes.
Yeah, that's right.
Gave you a ground.
I had the worst knock knees she'd ever seen in her life.
Oh, is that right?
But I've since, modern dance, interesting connection. Well, classical's stupid. It wrecks your feet, it's so restrictive. And I'm free and wild, so yeah. African dance, good, yeah, different things.
Yeah.
Yoga, because of yoga really in the first place, to keep your body good, because dance is stupid. It wrecks your body basically. So,
right, at a professional level.
Yeah.
Mm. So yes, Eugenie went towards yoga.
Yeah, she did too, that's right.
And her studio was mainly
Eugenie
yoga.
went to hugging.
Oh, the mother.
Her best one, mother.
I've been out of touch with them more when they came along.
She went to India every year and got a hug from the mother. That was the best thing.
Oh, right. Oh, nice.
Interesting. So I've had interesting connections with people. It's been good, actually.
Yeah.
Then the idea that a hug from someone heals you is interesting.
Yeah. So, you're on a bit of a healing journey yourself. And so, it makes your ears prick up to and makes your heart more open, doesn't it? To
Well,
it's
it's what
like
you see,
well,
like, yeah,
if
what
it
you
helps,
learn.
like yeah,
What you learn, what people do, it's good.
yeah.
Yeah. So when I first got, and I am a dancer and I did yoga and everything else, and I ate, well, a macrobiotic, like, yeah, really, food, big thing, food, keeping you, well, because when you work physically, you need to eat well, everything else. And then I got MS. I think, really? So I thought I was doing everything good. I just got MS, and I didn't know what it was when I first got it. Yeah, really.
And so you were working in, what were you doing at that time? Or you'd moved
At the
on?
time I was working in Melbourne, training, it was called the Women's Circus, and it was training like 100 women who hadn't had any experience with anything circusy. And it was
Were they women from difficult situations? Is that right? Is that what that one?
first up it was for survivors of sexual assault.
Yeah.
But then after a few years it changed into anyone really.
Right.
But first up it was that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you were like, were your
trained them
skills trapeze, or what was your skills?
Trapeze, well, not really.
What was it you were
Well,
teaching?
I was teaching trapeze in the end, but when I worked with Circus Oz, it was called a web, so it was a single rope. I never did trapeze in my life, so
okay.
I just trapeze.
So like when you're getting the rope and you're
then
spinning
off
it,
you go.
is it like tangling yourself up in it as well?
No.
Or, no, just
No, that's the, I don't know what it's called now,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, that's another act completely.
So it was Circus Oz.
Yeah.
Was that who you were talking about when you were with these 100 women?
No.
No.
The Women's Circus was was a community, I don't know, what's it called? Footscray Community Arts Centre.
Yeah.
You get grants to have a women's circus. I don't know what it's called really.
And because
Social
Circus Oz, I can't remember exactly what Jasmine and Christabel, but they were involved in that. Did you know Jasmine and Christabel, Janie's children?
Not really.
Okay. Because I just remember they were doing stuff with Circus Oz, but
Well, there's various workshops and things that.
And are they still going, do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't heard of them for a while. So you were busy, you were physically active, kids sort of half grown.
Yeah.
And then you got some symptoms?
Well, that's right. So I was walking to my friend's house and I was walking down an alley, and suddenly I couldn't see out of one eye.
Oh, really?
So I'm going, oh, get that thing out of that eye, whatever. Yeah, no, it was bad.
So that was the first
So
indicator.
I still have no sight in the middle of my eyeball. I have peripheral.
In just one or both?
One. Luckily one.
Okay.
So I have peripheral,
in
the middle, just nothing.
Wow. So that never came back?
No, well this is it. Because I've been trying to heal it since then. Well, with, various learning about it. But it won't come back. But then that's how I learned. So you meet. It's interesting because, well, I think it's interesting. That's how you. Well, then I get this. I get that one eyeball, and then what happened? Oh well, I just felt terrible. Just felt like I was dying. I said to my friend when she took me to the hospital, I said, "Corrie, I think I'm dying."
Yeah,
Poor
right.
thing.
Just an all over.
Just
feeling
crappy,
wrong.
awful.
Yeah,
and so
right.
then I go to the hospital and they say I've got MS, and I'm going, oh, what's that?
How did they test for it? Do you remember?
I think they just knew. I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
Okay. So they gave you that diagnosis and your world dropped out of your belly for a bit?
Well, yes, and I'm trying to think of the original. Well, I just felt like crap. Sorry.
Oh no, that's quite amazing.
So I don't know what symptoms I have because I was, wobbly walking. Yeah, well, maybe wobbly walking. Because I remember, a friend came to see me and I'm going, I can't put my feet together. I can't put my feet together and stand up anymore. He looked at me, my friend's circus people. Oh, yeah, really. So
So how old were you?
50.
Ah, okay. Right. Yeah, interesting time, age. Yeah, okay.
But in the hospital, doctors, they said, okay, your eye's not working very well. I think you need an eye patch. So just patch your eye forever. And I'm going, well, actually, I've got peripheral vision still. And they said, oh, no, that doesn't matter.
Why would they patch it? Do you know what?
Because I couldn't see in the middle. Because I'd lost the sight.
As though that would send off your other vision, or that seems really weird, doesn't it?
I have no idea. It was the worst thing. Probably the best thing, because I didn't believe it. I just said, no, forget that one. No. So that was the first time I said no to them about,
Their advice.
the way they want
you.
to treat it.
Yeah. And so what else could they do for treatment, or what was their prognosis? What did they say for you to expect and how to treat it?
Or they just do the worst. They don't actually know what it is. They don't know they have no idea what causes it.
Really?
Because then I'm in the hospital, I don't know what it is myself, and I'm talking to the neurologist, and I'm saying, what is it? They say, we don't know. I met this really nice neurologist, really good, I love him, and he was good because he just said, my sister had, because I said, why are you in this? I want to know why he was in this area of, medicine. He said, oh, well, my sister had. People say you never get rid of it, but his sister had it.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like more grim than that. I thought it was had it. And
so the sister had it.
Oh.
Yes. So then there you go.
That gave you hope.
Well, completely, because everyone's saying, oh, you can't do anything about it.
So it's something to do with the sheath over the nerves?
Indeed.
And then the nerves don't transmit properly.
That's right. But then I learned about freeways. Because, well, okay, you think brain, you think nerves, and you go, okay, this nerve's got the thing that not working anymore. But anyway, what about going around?
Ah, okay.
So there you go. So yes, I'm working on that now.
Yeah.
Working,
That's the thing, isn't it?
You've got to retraining your brain. It's very topical at the moment. Retraining your brain.
Realising the elasticity of it. It's not all over. And it's amazing, isn't it? What you believe is just everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
And feeling positive and trying things. And so you've been getting into a sort of another practice recently, haven't you? To do with meditation.
Recently, yes. So what was it? Okay, so I'm in the community garden, and I'm into the idea. Well, earthing. There was the earthing thing, because the vibes of the no one knows what causes it, but the vibes of the electric and the vibes of what you just did with the bowl, the vibes.
Vibration, frequency.
Well, also electrical currents and things like that. Apparently, in the earthing way, you can get a sheet. You can sleep on the sheet and it unearths you or whatever.
Takes
got all this stuff.
Electrical stuff out of you.
But apparently, they say if you put your hands in the earth, that's good. So you put your hands in the earth. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? It's
what
we need to do to get food out of it. Mm. And so you volunteer at the community garden?
So then I went to the community garden with my friend Alex, and Alex said, I don't talk to you very often, Sal. And I said, well, no, you knew, this is fine.
So he's a sort of a reserved, slightly aspy kind of a guy.
Yeah. And so then he says, and this is the problem when I first, with MS, you get these people, I can cure you. I know I can cure you. I can cure you.
Yeah.
All you have to do is data, whatever.
Yeah.
So I've been...
so you get a lot of that. People want to...
Yeah, and it's annoying in one way. But I don't know what I've believed anyway. But there's Alex. I can heal you. So I was trying to be polite, which is a challenge, but there you go. So he said, no good. So all I have to do is get into the quantum field,
Is that all?
Yes, and then the brain will cure itself. So I'm just
Right.
at the moment, and I've sort of done it, and I've sort of stopped it now. I sort of did it a bit, and I've stopped it. So I have been a bit antsy about it because I don't know, it's a challenge. I've been finding it hard recently to be so upbeat about everything.
Mm.
So, and it's been cold, and it's been hot, and it's just been on.
So it's requiring a certain amount of meditation
Stamina to
stuff.
keep it up.
That's what's required of you in this system that you're driving at, yeah.
But
But so it has had some benefits, and you're
it
feeling some
helped
benefits.
me a lot in the first
good.
place. Walking,
good.
really good.
Yeah,
So
good.
it's been interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, good. So going back to when you first got your diagnosis, and what was the treatment that the doctors suggested for you or presumed that you would take?
The first thing, and I was desperate to get it because I felt like hell, whatever it was. I felt terrible. I've never felt like that ever again. But so they give you you're on a drip that takes, and you've got this thing, and it's whatever's going into it. At the time I didn't know what it was. I still don't know what it is, but it really made me feel better.
I wonder what it was.
Yeah.
Drugs?
I know. So then, and then I wanted to have it again, and they wouldn't let me.
Oh.
Well, they did. I forced them to let me. But
So that wasn't a permanent thing, but it somehow shifted that horrible feeling.
whatever they do immediately when they know you've got it, they do this.
Ah,
That's the thing.
I hadn't heard that one before.
Yeah.
Okay, it would be interesting to know what that is.
Yeah, I should have. Yeah, I should
Yeah.
know too.
Yeah. But then I'm trying to get to the one that was a treatment that you had to give yourself an injection every day.
Yeah, that's right. So that's the ongoing treatment. So you get out of the hospital, good, and also, okay, they give you a wheelchair.
Oh,
Straight
first
out of the
up.
hospital.
Oh, here you go.
You
You're going to
go
need
back
this.
to your house, open the front door. Well, no, don't. You open the front door. You have to open the front door for the wheelchair to be delivered.
Oh.
The wheelchair gets delivered immediately
Oh, wow.
because they know you need it.
Wow.
Well, really? Do you? So this is what made me question things because I didn't want to be in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
And I've tried it first, and I was just so clunky, like you're just bashing into the doors, and it was just awful to use.
So I guess if
And
you
just need a whole new house
yeah,
for the
right.
wheelchair.
And I suppose a lot of people just go with that, and then they just accept it,
Yeah,
and then that
It's-
becomes their reality.
it's bad.
And just sitting in a wheelchair stops you from being able to walk, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, what was I going to say?
So that was the initial thing when I got out of the hospital, and then they give you the wheelchair and they say yes, and you have to do this injection every day? Yes, every day. No, every 2 days.
And it goes and
Interferon, it's called Interferon.
Interferon. Okay, so I remember you saying it goes into your leg or something. Is that right?
It goes into the lumpy bits of yourself, So you go, okay, where's the fatty bits? There, good, there's a good spot. There's a good spot. There's a good spot.
Okay.
There's a good spot.
So you keep moving
So
it
you
around
just-
to
yeah,
different spots.
That's right. That's it.
And so you do that every second day. So you're doing that for a while.
I did it for maybe a month or so. It's so depressing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're travelling with sharps containers
Oh, right.
because you have to put the in
Yeah.
a sharp. Yeah,
right.
so there you go. Or so it's so hospital-y. And then, then you go back to the doctor. After a while, you go back to the doctor. And I went back to the doctor and I said, oh, I've got all these sort of craters on my bum and my legs and I don't know, my arms. And they said, oh, yes. Well, that must be necrosis of the muscle. And I go, so necrosis. So I'm killing my muscle.
So necrosis.
Excellent.
Do you want to
Good.
explain necrosis?
Well, necrosis, it's definitely muscle.
Killing the muscle.
Yeah.
Death of the muscle.
So there you go.
And so that was just a side effect that you just supposed to.
Which I was meant to accept.
And do you know what it was actually supposed to be doing? The injection.
Well, they couldn't tell you
Oh.
because they don't know what it is, and they just think that might help.
Killing the muscles. Yes. Well, they've given you the wheelchair, so
It's
kill your muscles. Get on with it.
So it's like a crazy absurd. And they think they're good, and that's perfect and everything else. And the idea that I don't do it, because I go to an MS group first up because I didn't know anything about it. So I went to the group, and we're sitting around, and the topic of conversation is, what are you on? And because I wasn't on anything, it was like, oh.
You're not in our club.
So, yeah, that was shocking. Crazy to learn though.
So you just decided, I'm not going to do that. That's silly.
Well, I'd already decided I wasn't going to do it, and they just thought that was ridiculous. And I said, well, what are you doing it for? They said, we don't know. So it sort of
Welcome to the modern world, modern medicine.
Yeah.
So do you know anything about theories about what causes MS?
No, well, this is it. No.
Because there must be theories.
Well, and yes, because immune systems come up a lot. It's something to do with your immune system.
Have you heard people talk about vaccine damage? I reckon I've heard people link it maybe. Because you've got contemporaries, haven't you? Same age as you, friends who also have it?
No, I have met people.
Okay.
Oh, well, actually,
similar age group?
I'm married to a man who got MS.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like, that's almost like it has to be investigated or something, doesn't it? Like, it's like getting what do they call it when you get a cluster of people getting cancer or something?
So I'm telling
they should be looking at where people are getting MS.
You wouldn't think, you'd think, wouldn't you? No. So I tell the doctor this, and they say, oh, well, that's got nothing to do with anything. And I'm going, what? Don't you think? So this is another one where you just think, you're ridiculous, you doctors, because I just thought there must be something in that.
Yeah.
There must be.
So when did he get it in comparison to you? Was it after or before? Or?
He'd already had it, for 10 years.
Oh, right.
And then I ring up my children and say, I'm in the hospital, I've got MS, and they don't believe me.
They think it's a practical joke. Some sick sense of humour.
It's terrible. Poor things, I know.
Oh, wow.
I know.
And so how is he going with it?
Well, not very good. He died recently.
Oh.
But then again,
I don't know if I knew that.
He's older than me. He's like 80.
Right. And he'd had it for 10 years longer.
Yeah.
So how did he go with it? Or because you have another friend, don't you, who has it? I just wanted to make a comparison of the way the route you've taken and the route other people who have just gone with the conventional medicine.
My friend in Sydney, who I go and see often, Jim, he's the MS Society thinks he's the poster boy of the MS Society because he does everything they want him to do.
Right.
Meanwhile, he's so sick. He's very bad. He's been bedridden for 2 years with this excellent whatever mattress they suggest you use, which is complete plastic shit.
Right.
And Jim and I, we choose to disagree a lot when we talk about treatments. We're good friends, but we have chosen to disagree because I don't know. I've found.
So how long has he been with it? Who's been doing it the longest?
I think he has, maybe. I don't know. He has. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But so I haven't really seen. Don't think I've observed a decline in you since I've known you. I feel like you're fairly stable. Do you feel like it's fairly stable?
Well,
if there's changes, they're not drastic. If anything, you felt like you had a bit of an improvement with the meditation.
I wish I kept up with the meditation, I must say, but anyway. It's been, the thing about it is at the moment living with it is it's a challenge to be upbeat with yourself. And it's a challenge to be, because I was a physical performer, so I really like the idea of physical performance, and the idea I can't anymore is very annoying. So at the moment I've got this project which is I'm on a sandhill and it'll help me move down. That's because I think myself.
I don't know if they're a bit noisy. Michelle!
That you need to be creative in your, in your
Yes.
life?
Yes.
Or not necessarily? Well, I think I do.
Yes. Sorry, I'm distracted by the voices. Sorry about the
Yeah,
voices.
I know,
There's
I know.
people in the house. So
Yeah.
I guess that's all right. It won't do any harm. You'll still hear us. So yes, tell us a bit about that project. So that's been a vision for a little while now.
Yes, and it comes from not really being able to move.
Because you did do something.
Standing up.
You did do something creative recently, didn't you? With the rope again. You did something when you went to Sydney. Performance-wise, with swinging around something, or was it no? I've got this memory that you did something. Anyway, all right, sorry. I thought, or maybe it was just an idea of you with you were going to do something.
I was maybe talking about it because we've been talking about it for a while, but I have been teaching refugee women yoga exercise.
Yeah,
that's been
right.
good for me.
Yeah.
That's been good for them too.
Yeah.
I just have to keep up the
Yeah.
physical.
But there was, I think, someone you were joking about a thing with your gopher and doing a performance.
Well, that's true. Yes. Because in the circus, when I worked with Circus Oz, I was the group bike leader. I was the rider of the group bike, so everyone would be doing gorgeous shapes over and I'd be riding under. So I thought the gopher, okay,
right, you could do something
I can have all these people off and, I wouldn't have to worry about the balance or so much easier. I just cruise around.
Sounds like a great idea. All right, and then you got this vision of a film
But at the moment,
of using a sand dune
yes.
and have you sort of dancily falling, rolling down a sand dune.
Yes, so I've had this idea for a while and I've been looking for sand hills, sand dunes.
Yes, and so we haven't caught up since. I haven't heard. So to update me on that, what's going on? You found your sand dunes? Or?
Well then, I look at one and it's near Sejuna or something. It was a gorgeous sand dune, gorgeous, beautiful, but it's a creeping sand hill that's going to engulf the town. Because it's a creeping sand dune. So I thought,
sounds like a movie, doesn't it?
Don't like that
the creeping
idea.
sand dunes swallowing
I
towns.
never heard about it. So then another one was, I know one near Port Nalunga. That's a really good sand hill dune.
Last I'd heard you were looking at Semaphore.
Well, then I had to go to Semaphore because then the Port Nalunga one, that's a conservation area now.
Oh,
Piss.
right.
And so then I go to Semaphore, which I know Semaphore, good. And then one of my friends said, "Oh, you have to ask the Semaphore Conservation Group, sand hill group."
Yes, there's a lot of sand dune conservation going on in our world, isn't there?
So I've just been down there to check it out, like, as you would when you're sort of checking out,
Scouting
scouting the thing.
the site, yeah.
So yes, I met a friend who's made me think about it more because she said, "Oh, I'll film you." I went, "Okay, well this is good. I need encouragement because I've been trying to work out what to do myself, but encouragement's good." So she said, "I'll film it." Good. Yeah, but she's busy. Anyway.
Oh, and so that hasn't eventuated.
No, but it will. It will.
God damn it, it will. So so that's an
So the
important
idea
part
of
of
just-
overcoming anything, isn't it? Is having visions, having goals, being clear that you're going to realise your creative dreams.
Well, yes, because then in an MS mail or whatever, they say, "Okay, you need to go to an exercise class." So that's a chair exercise class. So that means you just hang onto a chair and lift your leg up and down.
Yeah.
And then you lift your leg up and down. And everything I've seen isn't really very satisfying. Oh, well, you go to a painting class. All right, you go Debbie. It's just not real.
Inspiring, yeah. It's
I don't know what
just the form of like, oh, this is what you should do.
I
blah,
know,
blah,
just
blah.
started
I was thinking I was going to start you should come around to my house and we'll do some painting. Because I thought with Tim here we should do some painting. Because that would be good for him. So yeah, doing creative things and having creative vision.
And I've also just made a little studio. I've called it a studio. It's like the corner table, clay. clay studio, because clay is really good, and I love developing clay things now. That's been interesting for me.
Yeah,
So
something I've
that's
got to
another
get back
creative
to.
thing that I've been
Yes. So just so people who don't know you are still walking,
Yeah.
but you struggle a bit with balance.
Yes.
But like I say, that's pretty much. I don't feel it's got worse since I've known you at all. Feels like you've been pretty constant, pretty stable, like as if it's at a stable place.
The thing that's the hardest is the eyesight, because first up, and they're the people that diagnosed it, the optometrist, because I went to the eye place and I said, I'm really not seeing the trees properly anymore. And he said, oh, have you heard of MS? Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You could tell that's simply from eyes.
Because then they put the the letters up. I'm going, oh, that looks like double, or is it blurry, or can you make it in what's it called?
Focus?
Focus, yes. They said, it is. I said, no, it's not. And they said, oh, you must have double vision then. Okay, no. So I've still got double vision, which is a nightmare.
Oh, okay, so all the time, constant.
Yeah, completely.
Blurry, or is it two of everything? More just hard to focus?
I don't know if you've noticed, but I never look at someone for very long, because otherwise they'll just go double.
Oh, so it's like the longer you try to hold it.
So, yeah.
Oh, right.
And that's been interesting. And I don't know how to heal it. But I've found, because people's, what would you do to try and make yourself better, or, I've found acupuncture really good, and what the Chinese think about MS. They don't have MS.
Is that right?
Yes.
So
they only have wobbly walking, stupid eyesight, whatever, all the things. And MS has been an umbrella. And the neurologists know that they know, that's it. Yeah.
So do you mean that like Chinese culture just addresses it differently, or they don't really have what we call MS?
I don't know what the difference is. They don't have MS.
Okay.
And so you go there, acupuncture person feels your pulses and says, oh, well, your digestion's terrible. I say, I know, because, dance, different things, performance, different things, different reasons for having terrible digestion, and that means liver function, which is how your body and kidneys needs help as well. So it's interesting to me, because kidney is terrible. MS is very badly affected by it. The kidneys don't cope with the MS very well, or they're affected by it, and liver too.
Right.
Yeah. So and the reason maybe you think I'm as good as I was before, I just go to it, the acupuncture all the time. All the time.
Yeah, right. Right. That's good. So that's doing something. And what else? So you're interested in natural health, and so am I. So we quite often have conversations about, different ideas in that area, don't we? So it might be good to, continue those conversations if we do this again. Like, it can be a bit of a we could do a bit of a health corner, talking about alternative health.
Because I also think organic, because they don't know what causes it. And I personally think it's the modern world and the vibe, anyway. Organic. That's why I do the community garden. Whatever.
Yeah, she brought some quinces today. We'll have to do something with that. Yeah, it's wonderful. So that's the Kilburn community. What's it called? Peace and Welcome.
Peace and Welcome.
Yeah. So that's in Lahan Street.
Yeah.
Kilburn.
That's
right. So that's on a Tuesday.
Now it's Tuesday.
Tuesday at the moment, Tuesday morning. Yes, I've been getting organic food delivered from Vanessa. I can't remember what her company's called, but somewhere in the hills they're growing it all themselves, organic.
Beautiful.
And you can get it delivered. It's not cheap, of course, but so I only do it every third week. But I thought part of it is making that investment, isn't it, into the world you want, the way you want things to be, you know.
Yeah.
That's the way I figure it. Like support the people that are doing it as much as you can, and organic is good and natural. Get close to the earth, and I just wanted to finish up talking a bit about, like, it feels like you have a really strong will around it. I feel like that's really important. When you get these things that are taking you down and everyone around you says, here's your wheelchair, you're going to be dead soon, like, to have that really strong will that can see something else and goes towards that. And I remember you talking about being determined to keep active and keep doing things yourself, and like that your friend was being fed and and that you were trying to encourage him to, like, no, tell your hand it's going to move.
That's it. Yeah. Well, there's the MS exercises. This person I know is really badly affected by MS, and he has a physio person coming in who lifts his arm up and down. I'm going, let him do it. Like, in my exercise program, I would make him do things like pick up a cup, or do things for himself.
Yeah.
And don't accept that, let other people do it. No, I can't accept that.
So that sort of determination and almost like mind over matter
comes from fury.
Right. Just won't accept it. No.
No.
Yeah.
Well, really, no.
That's awesome. Fury, I like that.
Well,
holy fury, like, no, MS, you're not going to have me.
Well, yes. And the idea you accept it, I don't know why you would accept it. So the acceptance is you lie in bed all day, and get fed.
Yeah, right.
Gee.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
That's good for you. Yeah.
No. Well, this is it. No, I don't like that idea. So I think that helps me. But at the moment I'm finding it hard with the weather, just because it's nothing to do with and people say, do you feel it hot? Because that's the other one, temperature. I said, no, I feel it's hot, but no, it doesn't really worry me. Because my friend would say, are you heat affected? Okay. Really? It's because he uses all this hospital stuff. He doesn't say, are you hot, or whatever.
Right,
are
lingo.
You heat affected?
The lingo.
And the other one is something about, you're still ambulance staff. And I'm going, does that mean walking, Chip? Am I walking still in English?
Yes, I was watching.
So I find that absurd, and I just can't
get into
it.
Like people, really? Walk in through that door and go, right, plant themselves there in that sick world. I was watching things recently because of Tim, and we were looking at Parkinson's disease and people who had healed from it, because that's another one where it's like, nah, that's it, it's death sentence, you're on the way down. So finding ways to look at it from a positive angle. And there was this one woman who it was from a God point of view, but someone had given her these things, like things to steady yourself on each side to go walking.
Yeah.
And she didn't quite need them yet, but she used them, like she'd walk with them as a sort of a tool of determination. So she'd go out every day walking and sort of like, I'm not going to accept this kind of, and she would say, healing, affirming sayings as she's walking, that she's going to get better, she's right, she's nothing wrong. And she got rid of it.
That's right.
Yeah, amazing.
It's the retraining your brain.
Yes, that's right. And like having that confidence. And it seems like that comes from that determination and that sort of fury you're talking about of like, I don't accept that reality, I accept this. And it seems like it's that determination that can overcome those breaches in whatever the brain's doing. And new things can be made.
You have to believe it.
Yeah.
You have to really believe it.
Yeah.
Don't.
Do things like that, take some sort of action that is like, what I see like you doing, that you're just like not accepting it and you keep walking and you keep doing your thing. And I just really admire it. So I wanted to feature you today and have a chat to you. So is there anything else you want to
I can't think, Sophie. I can't think
forward
now,
as
but
you-
it's been lovely.
Yeah,
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah.
And it's been lovely meeting you and you
Yes,
being
yes,
encouraged by you and everything else.
That's been wonderful.
it's-
It's mutual.
Yeah, good. 'Cause that's why I love the community garden or community, because we need encouragement from each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I jumped into that opportunity with the cafe, because I was feeling very passionate about community and how important it is, and so this is just a continual outgrowing of that. So it's very awesome.
But also one thing is that I've found difficult is I can help you do that, you know. Okay. No, I can do it, thank you. Go away.
That boundary
It's
of
hard to be.
where people
It's
can
hard
help.
to be not a rude, disabled person.
Yeah, but that you don't want people fawning over you and
Yeah,
trying
but
to
I always
trying
ask
to
them if I need help.
lift your arm for you. Like,
I know. Well, really. Yeah.
So I've been learning that, you know,
So
where your boundaries
yeah.
are, and because you do have an impulse to, like, I don't want to be a
I
rude
know,
person
I
who
know.
stands back and
That's
doesn't give a
right.
shit when you're
Yeah.
falling over or something. If you fall over, I'll try and catch you. All right, cool.
Okay.
All right,
that
lovely.
it?
Yep, that's it. I'll
Good.
turn it off.
Been
Blessings. Thank you, everyone.
lovely.
Goodbye.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll get Sally back again and we'll have some more
Yeah.
talks about health and healing and
Okay.
positive living. Shalom.